Yeah, more give all praises to you, how Bashim Yoshai, Bashim Kodash. And double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Stone. Peace and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel. This is the brother Rob and the Great Stone Jamaica camp. Bring you this lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashim Yoshai, Bashim Kodash. Yeah, I want to speak on this big news in the island of Jamaica. Where these leaders, man. These leaders, the Most High is setting y'all up, and they're not seeing it. These things is what we see. Why these situations that are playing out now is why we see when the scripture says there shall be sedition among men. They shall not regard their kings and princes. These are the situations which we, the prophets, see why these things will come to pass. Because of these things which are happening through these leaders. So I'm just get into this article here from the Gleaner, Jamaica Gleaner. Just parliamentarians get big pay rise. And a little context to this argument here. In the following months ago, or in the previous months, there's a lot of public sector workers, i.e., teachers, policemen, correctional officers, have been asking for a pay increase, and the government has been adamant in their negotiations. And then on the back of it, they have received, well, it's going to go into it, but a little context. So a lot of public sector workers have been asking for an increase, and the government has been giving them a stiff neck. But let's continue. So as of April 1, 2023, cabinet ministers will take home an annual salary of 20.2 million. So the Prime Minister's salary jumps 214%. And a lot of these public sector workers won't even get a 15% increase. And these leaders, man, are having a 214% increase. This is why the scriptures talk about sedition among men. So with his pay moving from 9.1 million in 2021 to 28.6 million on April 1st, 2024, effective April 1, 2023, the head of government will get 25.3 million annually. Wow. So the increases form part of the new rates under the public sector compensation system announced by Finance and the Public Service Minister, Dr. Nigel Clark, in Parliament Tuesday afternoon. So the deputy, So the Deputy Prime Minister's salary has surged by 221%, moving from over 8 million in 2021 to 25.7 million effective April 1st, 2024. So these leaders, man, hey, the scripture tells us, let us go into the scriptures, man. This is Isaiah 56. Verse 10, it says, his watchmen are blind, they are all ignorant, they are dumb dogs, they cannot bark, sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber. So yeah, they are greedy dogs, man. Ultimately, we know it can be the so-called white man that set them up to do it, but we know these leaders, man. We know these leaders out here in Jamaica, man. So yeah, they are greedy dogs which can never have enough. They never have enough, man. So and they are shepherds that cannot understand. They all look on their own way, everyone for his gain from his quarter. So everyone, these leaders they don't care about the people, man. They don't care about the people, man. Leaders, they don't care about these people, man. And the Most High, will visit them. And this is Jeremiah 5 verse 26. and 6, it says, for among my people are found wicked men. These men are wicked men. Andrew Holness and the rest of these leaders, men, they are wicked men. It says, they lay wait as he that setteth snares, they set a trap, they catch men. As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. These men full of lies, man. These leaders, man, they are full of lies, man. But Jake continue to follow them. So it's oh boy. So it says they are become great and waxing rich. The scripture is telling you, man, what's happening. The scripture is clear. The scripture is clear. It said they are waxing fat, they shine. Yea, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. You know why? Because they are doing to their own people, man. These leaders are putting their own people to the slaughter, man. I was going to tell you, he said they judge not the cause of the fatherless. We are the fatherless, man. Nation of Israel is the fatherless. So yet they prosper, and the right of the needy they do not judge. They shall not I visit for these things, said the Lord. Shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? Yes, man. So the Lord is coming for you, man. The Lord will put swift judgment on you, man. The Lord will make 2 Ezra 15 come to pass. That's the judgment, man. That is the judgment. He said that is the judgment. So these leaders feel like when the overflow is hey, we'll just get that scripture, man. Because ultimately they became rich because of this. Ultimately, they are putting their people to the sword because of this. And as I have to repeat it, man. Timing is poor, and as the elder brother Makalad says, he believes that if it's the elites that up to it, man, to put these men up, because there's no way in the past few months that public sector workers can be asking for a pay increase, and then at the end of it you will have a 200+% increase. It's a spit in the face, man. You can't make this thing up. You cannot make this shit up, man. But we just bring all this priest up and then call it. So this is Isaiah 28 verse 14. So wherefore hear the word of the Lord, ye scornful men that rule his people which is in Jerusalem. He said, because ye have said we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. So they made a covenant with death and with hell. They made a covenant with the so-called one, with the Edomites. They made a covenant. He says, when the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. They feel like when this thing comes down that they will be safe. So for we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood that we eat ourselves. He's no lightweight on the world stage. Hey. Oh boy. That's why this today in verse 18 say, and your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. So when the overflowing scourge shall pass you, then ye shall be trodden down by it. Most I will put the judgment on you, man. Because you are what? You don't care about the fatherless. But we'll just cut it there. So with that, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashim, Yeshai, Bashim, Kakodash. And double honors to the apostles and the elders of your restored. Shalom.